Hey guys, so as you saw from the last post that I was thinking about grabbing Mike's R34 M-Spec GTR, I decided against it for various reasons. One of which is a little leery. I thought I would be rolling the dice. The fact that it's not really falling under the 25-year rule. It's a newer GTR, so it is titled in the U.S., but with what happened in Florida, cars not going through customs properly and under the 25-year rule were being confiscated. So I didn't want to have to go through that. So that was a risk that I didn't think I could take. Um, the car also was untuned with the mods that it had. I mean, it had a lot of new parts. It certainly was worth the asking, I think, but he was a little on the high side. So with what's in the market that's comparable, cars like the fifth gen Viper, I saw one for less than what this GTR was going for. I saw a 2017 Porsche GT3 RS, which is in the same price range, with a little bit more thrown in on top. I would have been able to secure a 720S McLaren, um, AMG GTR, a lot less, R8, a lot less. So there's several things that I could have gotten with the price, and being that it's a 30-year-old car, I, you know, I kind of hesitated. Figured that probably it would be best just to go with a turnkey. That's something a bit more newer technology, and not having to deal with always being underneath the car and wrenching. But that's also the beauty of owning these cars, right? Analog cars, being able to work on it without having to worry about requiring to go to a dealership and buying an expensive part. But I've been kind of back and forth tossing that idea around. But when the time came to decide, Mike was able to secure another buyer, so I wasn't going to ask for him to hold it for me. So I just let that one go and decided to pursue something else just to kind of appease me for a while until I find another R34. Good morning, guys. It is, I believe, the 22nd. Um, oh, that's a huge spider. Damn. Um, okay, so what I was saying, um, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. So Nate and Tommy and a few friends are going to be heading over here. It's about they're going to be here about 5:45. We are heading over to New York, and then after New York, we're going to New Jersey to pick up Nate's finished STI, supposedly. And that's been ongoing saga for, I don't know, over a year, probably a year and a half. And the reason for New York is to help me fill this void. Well, not necessarily this void, but somewhere in the garage. And you guys probably already guessed it. I am picking up a bike, which I haven't had over a decade, maybe even two, since I had my Ducati 998. I figured I'd kind of get back in it before I get too old and I can no longer ride because of my age and possible health reasons. So I'm gonna pick it up today. Like I said, it's in New York. Tommy is nice enough to give us a hand. So I'm gonna try to see if I can mount this camera somewhere on the helmet to get some footage of my first ride on the bike. So yeah, so stay tuned. And it's raining outside. I'm hoping it doesn't continue, and I'm hoping it dries up. It says clear in New York and New Jersey, but some rain here. Yeah, fingers crossed. Hopefully not. So I'll see you guys shortly.
the SUV to get here from Queens to New Jersey while I followed Tommy. Didn't help that Tommy's pretty sharp on turns, where he'd wait till the last minute until exiting. So of course, new to the bike, I am nearly wet my shorts. So, and that's the bike right there. I'm gonna go and get some fuel. And Tommy, don't run over me. Yeah, it's been decades, I think 2 decades or close to 2 decades since I've ridden this bike, or a bike, and this is completely different from 998. But so that is the bike right there.
Like my bike?
It does have some imperfections, but for the price that I got it and the mileage that it's at, I'm pretty pleased. So we're gonna go get fuel right now and then make the trek to Pennsylvania. It's the following morning. I didn't really get to capture much yesterday. I wanted to respect the seller, and I didn't get to ask the guys. And I was just, I guess, too excited for the whole experience of purchasing the motorcycle yesterday, and just rode. It was a 3-hour ride back home. It's a very eye-opening ride. Did not realize the difference in power delivery between my old 998, a bike that I've had over 2 decades ago, and reality I haven't ridden since then. So hopping on a 1300cc, 205 horsepower, 400-pound bike, the torque is just nuts. So I was literally on my toes on the drive back, because I'm not used to the power. But anyway, like I said, I didn't really get to capture much, but I did notice that there are certain things that wasn't necessarily advertised, but it's a good deal nonetheless. Things like there's a bit of a crack here, and there's a chip right there, and this is kind of, I guess, from leaning. He didn't have a guard or a cover. It's somewhat, the clear is somewhat faded, but other than that, he did mention that there's some scratches here, which is, I don't know if I can buff that out, but I was really thinking about possibly maybe wrapping it yellow, kind of going back to the theme, same color that I had with the 998, but no, I think I'll just leave it red. The tires are new, Corsa rear tires. The fluids was supposedly have been changed, but I'm gonna do it anyway. He did scratch this and pointed this out to me the day of purchase, which is yesterday. But I'll probably do the clutch cover and an exhaust, and I think I'll be done with it, because frankly, this bike scares me. So I have to stay humble. I do know of folks that have been down, and it's a matter of you know, the saying goes, it's not if you go down, it's when you go down. Luckily, when I owned my previous bikes, riding when I was young, I had some minor incidents, but not necessarily going down, as in going down. So I'm gonna try to keep that that batting average going. Just just stay chill. But anyway, so that's the bike, and that's the new addition to the garage. And um, the season's almost over, so I don't know how much riding I'm going to be able to get, but um, I don't really want to be doing that with cold tires and cold roads. So I think maybe a couple more weeks, and I'm going to wrap it up. But anyway, oh, she does have ABS. It wasn't advertised, and that was a plus. So I just wanted to point that out.